Move it like this a little bit. Is that better? It's a little bit better. Hi, everybody. Hello, Instagram. Hello, TikTok. Let me put my camera a little bit better. Let's see. That's better. Hi. How are you? Welcome and thank you for joining me. Hi, everybody. Welcome back again. Oh, YouTube looked a little bit dark. It's not. Okay. Hi, everyone. As I said in the schedule, let me take my gum out this time. As I said in the schedule, right? We're talking about cleanse for healing. And I'm going to tell you my journey. Some of the ladies come on and they also share some of their journey as well as women. For today, the life is specifically for women, but I would love men to stay with us. I would love men to be here as well. Because when it comes to healing, when it comes to getting better, when it comes to health, right? I believe the more women know about men, the more we can help each other. And the more men know about women, the more we can help each other. The particular product I'm going to talk about is BlossoME. This was mine. I finished it today. And I'll talk about how I use it. But I want to start differently, right? Because like I always say, and I talked about this yesterday, I'm not here just to sell you something. I'm also looking for people who want to transform their life. Because before I started coming on live and before I even started taking these products, I was looking for a way. I was looking for something different. I was looking to change my health. I've never really been a bigger woman, but I've always had difficulty and some problems with my health. And so anybody who joins me or purchase any products, and sometimes I have my customers come on, anybody who purchases products from me know that the bottom line and the basis of what we talk about is transformation. Transforming your health, transforming your mind, relationships, body and soul. This is what we talk about. Hi, Ralph. Welcome back. So the main topic, whenever you see me, is always about three things. Three things. It's about health, wealth, and wisdom. These are the things we talk about. So, welcome everyone again. As I said yesterday, and I believe some men don't want to hear these things, but I believe this is good for men to hear as well. Because maybe your sister, maybe your cousin, maybe your wife, maybe your girlfriend is suffering from some of these issues that women suffer, and you don't know how to help them, or some men blame the woman themselves. And what they don't know is some women don't even know what to do with what's going on with them. Because as I mentioned last night, most of us women, and this can be from any race, because I have heard it from different races, different people, different women from different parts of the world, we're raised in a way that their family, the people that raised them, never taught them about their health, about their well-being. Hi, Kifra. Right on time. I'm just starting. Hotep, Hotep. I like that. There's someone I follow on Twitter. Every Friday he talks about Hood and Hotep. So, like I was saying, right? Most women from different parts of the world were raised in a way that nobody told them about their health. Nobody told them how to take care of themselves. So you will see women and maybe they have body odor, or maybe, down there, maybe it smells. These are journeys that women need to take to understand what is going on with them. And in our culture, now I'm going to ourselves because I experienced this. Most of our parents, particularly, are too ashamed. That's the best word I can use. They're too ashamed to talk about this. So they raise the girl child and don't really tell them their power. Most of us didn't know. We had to learn it as we went. If you listen to, what's his name? R.C. Blake's, Pastor R.C. Blake's, he talks about it. He says that there's a lot of women who were raised and nobody spoke life into them. Nobody told them who they were. Nobody gave them the power or made them understand the power they have. And so we have a lot of women who had to go out there in the world to figure it out for themselves. That is the same when it comes to women's health. There are some women who have been never taught about what to do when they are on their cycle, the moon cycle, which is menstrual period, menstruation cycle, because it is the moon cycle if you really get to know it, right? Because it goes with the moon, the moon phases. Most women were never told what to do with that, how to take care of themselves, how to clean themselves. Growing up, I thought I was the only one, right? Until I started doing podcasts and then I started going to different environments full of women. And then I started to hear a lot of women talk about these issues that nobody taught them what to do, how to use a pad, what type of pad to use, the power of their menstrual period in itself, right? Not just what religion tells us. Oh, it's dirty, or you are dirty, and then you have a boyfriend on you, or you have a husband, and then they think you are dirty when you're on your period. So that in itself drives people crazy. But spiritually, I am into African spirituality, back, to the motherland and everything that our ancestors used to look into before Christianity and Islam came. And then I realized that the moon cycle itself, a woman's menstrual cycle itself, it's very powerful, right? Because what do we say? We say mother nature, right? And then when you talk about Africa, you talk about the motherland. So most of these things, nobody told us what to do with it. Let me tell you a story, my own personal story. And I've talked about this before because there was a lady who came on and was talking about her own issues when she was growing up. When I was growing up as a child, around 14, 13, 14, that was the first time I saw my cycle. And I remember going to my mother and saying that I'm seeing blood. And her answer was, well, that's it. You're about to get pregnant. Now, imagine a 13-year-old, a 14-year-old standing there in front of their parent and wondering, I'm about to get pregnant. What do I do? What am I supposed to do? What can I do? Right? And that was my story. But there's other women who came and said that the only thing that they were taught growing up was how to do chores, right? You're taught how to do chores, or you were not even taught how to be a good wife or what it means to be a wife, but you were taught how to slave for other people. You can call that people pleasing. That's the traumatizing effects, right? So even the pads that we use, there are some pads that it's not healthy for us as women to use. And when you are a darker skinned woman, there are different things that you need to take care of yourself, take care of your health and well-being and who you are, that could possibly be different from other races as well. And most of us, nobody told us about these, right? When I see some people saying, encourage the girl child, teach the girl child, or gathering pads and taking it to African countries and African communities. I think that is wonderful, but how are you teaching them? Are you just gathering stuff from the West and just take it and say, use this? This is how you use it. This is what you do. But how about telling the person their power themselves? Now, that is what those issues that I just mentioned is what brought me into using products like this. This is not the first product I use. Some people that watch me are in different parts of the world. Now, I don't know the parts of the world that, what is it called, Whole Foods is at, but I've gone to different places, Whole Foods or the African stores, looking for supplements, looking for regimens, right? From herbs to everything to figure out a way to heal myself. And I still use herbs because I remember as a child, I used to have a lot of infections. I didn't know what pH balance was. I didn't know what is the other name, urinary tract infection was. And like I said, through my journey, I met with different women from different parts of the world who also had no idea that they were having these issues. There's also yeast infection. I came to learn that some women don't even know what a yeast infection is. And I also learned that for men as well, listen to this for the women in your life and help them. Because a lot of women need help, but then everybody's ostracizing them, everybody's blaming them, especially if they're darker skin. People sometimes forget that we are human beings and we feel stuff. And we also need to learn, right? We did not just wake up one day and start to act whatever people say. It's habits that and the environment that we've been in. Another issue that I learned is that women generally have discharge. So there are different types of discharge. Is it clear? Is it yellow? Is it sticky? And there are other things that they talk about too. And I have come to learn that most of us women don't even know the differences of the discharge we have. Which one is healthy? Which one is not healthy? Which one means that we need more supplements or different types of herbs or different types of natural food, vegetables, fruits that we need to eat and consume to help us. It was in my journey that I realized that what is the juice? Cranberry juice, organic cranberry, like people call it, or naturally made cranberry juice is healing for women. And then I heard Erica Badu talk about it in one of her interviews, that she constantly drinks cranberry juice. And so I used to go to Whole Foods, different African markets, and then I'll try to get all these supplements or cleansing stuff that would help me cleanse. The reason I started using these products, because like I always talk about here, I am in network marketing. So the stuff that I need for my own health, I can use them. Hello, welcome. I can use the stuff for my own health and well-being. And then when I see results and I see transformation, then talk about it and then bring in more people who are looking to be in that journey, which is why I always take the time to explain that I'm not just selling you products. I need people around me who want to transform their lives financially, physically, emotionally, spiritually. Because these products that I talk about, if you buy them and you give me your money, I will appreciate it. But if you buy them and you use them and you don't change your environment and the things that brought you to the point of needing the products, then you will just go back. Now, this is very insightful for women. Thank you. insightful for men as well, because when men know and they understand, they can help the women in their life, right? Because one issue, and I face that issue as well, is this idea that the girl child with the mother and the boy child with the father doesn't work. Doesn't work, because it took the father and the mother to make a child, and every child has the feminine and the masculine in them. So every child needs the mother and the father to help them, right? So if the fathers know and the mothers know, it makes the family much more strong. But one person cannot just know, right? So like I said, I am in network marketing, and I started using this. Men should encourage their women, yes, and listen to them. We both, right, should listen to each other as well. And there's a guy in our business, I can't remember his name. His wife uses the products and he talks about them. Because one thing's for sure, whether you're married or not, the moment your health is at a next level, everything in your life goes to the next level. I don't really talk about sexuality and all of that or relationships here, because I always say that I'm not good with relationships. If I was, mine will be wonderful. So I can't give you advice on that. But the people in our business whose wives have used this, the husbands themselves have talked about how they have seen the changes in their women. I have seen the changes within myself as well. So now I can talk about it in terms of the transformation. Let me open it. So these ones are mine. I'm always on the product because I used to have to go to different stores to try to get something that would help. And now in this business that I am in, seeing so many different women actually using the product, it's more helpful, because word of mouth is powerful. Being able to watch somebody transform in front of you, it's even more powerful. So seeing these women use these products to transform their lives, for me, was enough recommendation to use the product. It's a capsule. It's a capsule, and for just this, there are 90 capsules in this. I sound Gambian. That's beautiful. I should sound Gambian. There are 90 capsules in this, and sometimes I just drink the capsule by itself. There are times I put it in my coffee. Again, it's health and wellness. So I would open the capsule, open it when I put my energy, make my coffee, I'll put it in there as well. Because personally, I've never liked medicine. I've never liked medication, which is why when I was going through my own depression and anxiety and going through therapy, and they told me to take antidepressants, I said no. I will go to the garden and get some herbs. Because as a child, with the infections that I used to have, trying to figure out different ways of taking care of my moon cycle, which is the menstrual period, because my parents just, for some reason, I don't understand and I don't know why, some parents just feel that that is not something they should teach their children. I don't know why most parents are embarrassed about this. Using, yes, a lot of things, using it in your coffee, it acts a little faster. And capsules in general, when you open them, it acts faster. So yeah, that is true. But like I was saying, I don't know why most parents do not want to teach women their health. They don't want to talk to their children about their health and well-being. So going through all those issues and just having to take so much medication when I was younger, before I was even 15, all the way I think to 18, I would have different infections. One time I went to the doctor's office and they told me I wasn't able to have a child. So all the way until I was what? I got my daughter when I was 28. All the way up until that time, I believed that I was never going to have a child. So I just believed that I want to have a child because of the stomach ache and infection and trying to figure out, okay, if I don't have money and I'm not from a poor family, if I don't have money to buy a pad, maybe I can cut my t-shirt, I can cut this and that. So I have two money trauma. We'll talk about that in another life, which is why I say I need people who want to transform their lives, right? So some people whose parents are not readily available might find different ways of taking care of themselves. And I did that. And so I've always, to this day, hate drinking any type of medication that's capsule. I would rather not take medication and just take the illness as it is than take capsules. So I put it in my coffee. I used to be B12 deficient and anemic, no iron, whatever issues that you think of, I used to have. But now I use this every day. It's called BlossoME, right? Because it helps women blossom. It fully transforms you from within, away from the mother and child discourse. Yes, a lot of them were, at least mine was. Mine wasn't comfortable to sit down and talk about anything, not even her own experience. Yeah, but that affected me a whole lot because, like Alcy Blake said, I'm one of those women who had to seek knowledge, seek wisdom, seek different ways of understanding myself and different ways of wondering, okay, as a woman, what are the supplements that I can use, right? Because even there's something called douche, which is cleansing your insides. There are ones that are being sold at the grocery stores and all these places, and I tried that and had no idea that these were not even good for us to use, right? Yes, I had no idea that those themselves were not good for us to use. They are not healthy. They all the chemicals and plastics and whatever else that's being used in it, right? And so I had to go back to when I'm doing cleansing. That's why the topic is always cleansing for healing. When I'm doing cleansing, I experienced this because I had a midwife. And with the midwife, after you give birth, they give you a bag of herbs and they tell you to boil it, put it in your bathtub if you have one. If you don't have one, then find a container that you can sit in and put the herbs in it and sit inside of the herbs to heal yourself. So I've started doing that, boiling herbs, using it to take baths or to sit in or steam in, to steam myself. I haven't done it since I started this product because I wanted to see how this was going to affect me. And I have seen a lot of changes from my skin, from pH balance, from balancing myself, even cramps and menstrual pain. I have to use a mixture of these herbs and different things because a lot of women go through that cramps and menstrual pains. And one of the things that we don't understand is that sometimes it's stress, sometimes it's unhealthy habits from eating different foods, from depression to anxiety. There was a lady that I grew up with back home in the Gambia, and whenever she saw her period, she would be rushed to the hospital. So every month, this girl will be in the hospital for at least a week. Every single month that it's time for her moon cycle, rush to the hospital. That made me afraid of myself as a woman even more, because nobody could tell her what was going on with her. Some things we need to go back to traditional foundation to help our lives. Yeah, I always talk about this on the live, that the herbal stuff that I talk about and the supplements that I use, right? Maybe this is made in a capsule, but it's natural. But the herbal things that I talk about, we have been made to move away from these things because of the idea of civilization and modernization and wanting to act like tubabla, like we say it in Gambia. Nanga tubabe, tubabla, right? I didn't know. Now I understand what that means, and I'm just like, I wish I understood what that phrase meant when I was in the Gambia at 10 years old or 5. I would have loved to understand what tubabe means, because these are the things that put us in mental slavery. And now when we want to heal ourselves, we have to go back. We have to go back to nature. We have to go back to herbs. We have to go back to eating healthy. We have to go back to a healthy lifestyle, healthy living, simplicity, wisdom, knowledge. In short, we have to go back to Africa. Either you go back to Africa and in the continent, or mentally, you need to take yourself back to Africa, right? It's not what you wear, it's not the all these things I have on, but deep within your soul, what is going on in there. So I use this one, right? And for this, it's good for 2 types of women, because that's how I put it. Maybe caused by endometriosis or other condition. I'll be there. Maybe. I don't know. It could be. I did everything that I could so that I wouldn't be the lady that I talked about that would be rushed to the hospital so many times. And because I got so used to sleeping on the floor and actually love putting my mattress on the floor, I remember there was a time that being unhealthy, heavy cycles, yeah, because I remember I used to have a whole week, 7 days, heavy cycle. And so I would lie down on the floor, I'll sleep on the floor, sometimes on the hard floor, to help my bones and just to help the pain from my back and my stomach. I haven't felt any of that. When I started this product, like I said, I used to do steaming, but I stopped steaming just to see how this will affect my body. And I've seen the effect from my skin. I used to break out a lot, and now it's going away. And this was unhealthy. Also stress. I stress everything. Like I said, I was depressed and anxious my entire life and had to take therapy for 2 years. So the 2 types of women that this product helps is women who are in premenopause. So regardless of your age, you're 15, you're 20, you're 30, before you get to that age of menopause. Yes, I have a link to buy them. It's in my bio where you're watching me on TikTok, but everybody else, right? It's in my bio. And then you could just click it, BlossoME. If you can't find it, send me a message and then I'll respond with the link in itself. So there is premenopause, women before their menopausal stage, and women who are in their menopausal stage. Now, I cannot talk a lot about the menopausal stage because I'm not there yet. But in our women's group, we have different ages. I think right now the oldest person there is probably 70. And I'm not talking about 70 hunch, I'm talking about 70 wild woman, beautiful, look very young. She looks 50. And so we hear their testimonies about using this product because it helps with the hot flashes, because of the ingredients in itself, And if anybody wants to read the ingredients, I have no problem. Send me a message. I'll take a snapshot and send it to you just so I don't waste your time here. And I don't want to do an hour like I did yesterday. The ingredients itself helps women, right, who are in their menopausal stage, to help them take every day in a stride. Because I think, and from what I've seen, some women who are in their menopausal stage, it's a difficult thing to go through because of the heat, the hot flashes. And the product helps women go through that. Now, premenopausal stage, which is where I am at as of now, it helps with a lot of things, as I mentioned, pH balance. And even with this product, I am still going to say, do not let go of herbs. No matter what you use, as natural as it may be, continue with the herbs or research more herbs. Because I use these products with my herbs, with gardening, with planting different kinds of herbs. I talked about it yesterday when I was live, using them with my coffee, using them with tea, using them with everything I do. I take a bath with herbs. I burn herbs at home. So I'm not just telling you the product. We're talking about a total body, mind, spirit, and soul transformation. So this will help cleanse you more. And the most important part is, as you are doing the cleanse as a woman, right? Now you can start looking at your discharge, how it's coming out, the different colors, right? I cannot give you any advice on that. So you can definitely do your research before you use the product. Look at your discharge. Or if a man wants to buy it for their wife, maybe take time and explain to them why you're buying this product for them. Or if you have these uncomfortable open conversations, that's beautiful. If not, you can let the lady come talk to me. I'll be very glad to talk to them. Or if you come to my YouTube or my Instagram, all the links are in my bio, or my Facebook, you can find these recording, because I'll keep it there. I'll keep the recording. You can send it to the lady as well. So before drinking this, take a look at your discharge. It's something I did. Take a look at your discharge, what color it is, how often or how much, the smell of it. Also take a look at, do you have urinary tract infection? Do you have yeast infection? Before you start the product. And then when you start the product, then you also begin to see, okay, after 1 week, after 2 weeks, what are the progresses that you make? And you journal that down, and each step you take a look at, okay, what is happening within your body? How does your skin feel? How does your skin look? How do you feel within yourself as a woman every day? Even with your menstrual cycle, how does it feel? I wish I could talk about menstrual cycle spiritually, but probably in my Telegram group for both men and women, if this is something you want to know, maybe we can do a live about it. But I'll probably share it in the Telegram group. The link is also in my bio. Right? So the products, they work. I use them. I took mine this morning and I showed it here yesterday. So this one is my own supply, and I will be using these. If anybody wants to buy it, you can go to the link in my bio, wherever you're watching me on, and you will find it there. When it comes to YouTube, it's easy to tag. Facebook is easy to tag. Instagram, I can also put the link on it. But for TikTok, you can find the link in my bio. The products work if you walk them. Before I go, the reason that I said I'm not just selling you products, I'm selling you a life transformation, a total life change. Because, and I have done this in my own life before I started this business, before I started using these products. What I would do is I'll get different stuff to help me with my health. I might get different supplements from the places I go and start eating healthy using different stuff. But then the people that surround me are not doing these things. And so they might invite me out to eat. See, I love steak. I still love steak and I will still eat steak. But there are other different things that people will invite me to go. And when I was really down, spiraling down, then I will go to different, what is it called? Different fast food joints or bar hopping. Bar food in itself is not very healthy unless it's vegetables and whatever else. But the environments that I was in were never helpful. So I was never consistent in the things that I was doing. Now I'm learning to be consistent. I was never consistent. I will take the products that I was taking and do whatever it is that I was doing. But then to me, I would say, oh, this is not working. The reason being, I didn't change my eating habits. I didn't stop the things that I was doing. The destructive habits that I had, I didn't change any of them. And that's not going to help. I always direct people to my Telegram group and we all join hands. I am in different groups. I do different trainings and I share that in the group as well. It's not forcing anyone, but if you feel that I share one training and you want to be a part of that and you want to join, you make a comment and then I tell you the steps, right? Different resources for different people. We all don't just need one thing, we need different things. So I always direct people to join my Telegram group and the link is in my bio. But whatever health products you use, whatever health and well-being things that you do, cleanses, herbs, healthy eating, and like I always say, I don't talk about trends and I'm not talking about trends and I'm not interested in trends, right? I'm interested in transformation, complete transformation. So whatever you do and whatever you're using, if you don't change your environment, there's a saying that you cannot heal where you were hurt. You cannot heal where you were hurt. If you have friends who like eating unhealthy food, going to fast foods, to McDonald's, to Wendy's, KFC, whatever, all these places regularly, that in itself for women, it has an effect in your pH balance, in your menstrual cycle, in all of that. It has an effect in it. I don't know how it affects men, so I can't talk about that. But I do have men who watch, they can share their experience. That affects you. So say you are a woman now and you're watching me and you buy this product from me and you use it. But then the next day you are eating all those unhealthy food, then you will come back to me and tell me, oh, this doesn't work. But then you're not working the product. Alcohol has an effect on us. The way it does with the kidneys, health, everything, right? So whatever you buy from me or whatever you get from me, don't just buy it. You need to change your environment. And so I always want people who listen to me, people who watch me, people who like the products I use or the cards that I do during the day to be a part of the Telegram group, right? Because the things that I share in my group, then it's how do I say it? It's going to start opening your mind. Then you'll be listening to different things because I share different videos. You will be reading things that are completely different, out of your comfort zone, or maybe things that you used to read before. But everybody around you tells you that you are crazy for loving spirituality or wanting to be a spiritual person. I experienced that. So now the people that I talk to, the people that I connect with, the people that I communicate with, they are on some kind of a journey in their lives to change their life, to transform their life. Okay, that's it for today. 40 minutes. Good. I only want to do it for 30 minutes. I'll do better. You can find the link in my bio, both men and women. Men, this is a good gift for your women. Like I said, I have no problem connecting with any woman that you send my way and whatever questions, because one thing is for sure, feminine circles, feminine environments is always healing for women. It's healing for women and it's nurturing for men. So how I can talk with, say, your wife, your girlfriend, your daughter, whatever, and the points that I can point to in their journey, you as a man, you might not be able to do that. So I am open to that. I'm open to the ladies talking to me. Like I always say, I had to be the woman that I needed. I had to be the mother that I wanted to have as a child. So from now until the day that I die and go under this soil, my goal and my vision is to make sure, I don't want to say I help, but to make sure that as many people that come my way, I'm able to give them something that awakens something in them, the fire in them, that puts a fire in them. You too, Nina. Oh, you've been here. Hi, Nina. You too. So this is my goal. Click the link in my bio. Be a part of my Telegram group. You too, Nina. I haven't seen you yet. Be a part of my Telegram group. Let's talk about health, wealth, wisdom. I don't talk about anything else. Health, wealth, wisdom, because these are the things that I am interested in. If you're looking to buy the product, you can send me a message, or you can click the link in my bio and you will find it there. BlossoME for women's health. I'll see you again tomorrow at 9 in the morning for workout, 12 noon for the oracle cards, and then 4 p.m. again. I don't know which product I'm going to talk about tomorrow. I might talk about the HSN, hair, skin, and nails, because that's another issue most of us women have. I'm not sure about men. So men, please come, as always, join me and tell me your experience so we can learn from you. But I mentioned this briefly yesterday, how just like my journey with BlossoME and my journey with women's health, I have had a long journey with my nails because I've always wanted to have natural, grow my nails naturally, right? But they were very soft and then they will break very easily. That used to drive me crazy because I want to grow them. And then obviously going to Chinese stores didn't really help. So I had to research more black owned nail salons, which are very few and sometimes very far. But now, or before, I would travel all the way or walk in my neighborhood for like 15-20 minutes to the black owned nail store. But at the same time, I didn't like the acrylic that is being put on our nails, because when I'm taking it out or when it's coming out, it leaves the nails terribly, I mean, damaged. And the constant going back to fix it, going back to fix it, moment going back to fix it, it was exhausting for me. I mean, I shaved my head for years just so I don't have to go to the salon and get my hair done, and then the pain and the issue. And I had to face that with my nails. And I'm like, I don't want to do this. So I used to just cut it off or let it grow a little bit. But then I came across this one, which is hair, skin, nails. Sometimes when you come on, you see me have the turban, right? Because I'm trying to grow. I'm trying to grow my locks. So I have baby locks. So as I'm trying this product, one, let me come closer. One testimony that I have, and I showed this yesterday, but I can talk about it more tomorrow. One testimony that I have is that I cannot remember the last time that I was able to grow my nails this long without it cutting off, just cutting. So right now, as you see, and I would have to go to the nail salon to get them, to get these height of nails. But what you're seeing now is my natural nails. I didn't put any gel, I didn't put any acrylic, right? And I just used a very cheap nail polish that I like the color, and it's still staying strong. And I've been using this one. I've been using hair nails and skin. So we'll talk about that tomorrow. It's a combination, right? So you have the BlossoME, which is for everything women's health plus skin, and then the hair, you have the hair, skin, and nails. So all combination of healthy, helping the insides, but as well as the skin. Bye bye, ladies and gentlemen. Everything I talk about, you can always find in the link in my bio. If you buy anything from me, please still join the Telegram group. If you don't want to buy, that is okay. Still join the Telegram group. If you are also on a transformation journey. I said this morning. I know that I'm not for everybody, and I know that I'm not talking to everybody, and I'm not trying to talk to everybody. I'm talking to specific people who are looking to change their lives, who understand what I'm saying, who relate to the issues that I'm talking about, both men and women, wherever you're from. And so we can be on this journey, right? Because I want to be able to have healthy, wealthy, well-connected friends around the world. We can have girls' night or tea parties or pajama nights or sleepovers. Bye bye.